Hello, greetings to everyone. I'm back again. I know, right? I promise I'll be back to back today. Thank you for blessing us again with your presence. Just tell me if you can hear me. That way we don't go on and on and on. Not making sure if you can hear us or not. Uh, we just need a feedback. Thank you. Today I'm back with another chef. Mm, she's a chef of BWAGNYA. She cooked some amazing wisdom for you. She's all the way from Niger. Yeah. She'll talk to us about amazing things that I believe will help somebody out there. You empower a woman who needs to just see what's going on. What have people, some women, been up to without the freedom they've been claiming? What have they been doing? All right, without further ado, I know you've been sharing this life. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. And I'm going to welcome my one and only sister, Ngozika.
Hey,
Greetings. Hi.
how are you?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed beyond measure to have you. It's an amazing blessing. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank
Thank
you for having me.
So someone watching us is like, okay, she has a beautiful smile, but who is she? We don't know her. Who are you, sister?
Oh, thank you so much. Happy to be here.
Yes, I am too. Can you present yourself? Who are you? Someone is wondering. Who is she?
So I'm Ngozika Okeke, a former marketing professor turned fashion designer, based here in Los Angeles. And we are a socially conscious brand in that we give a portion of all proceeds to organizations that work with survivors of sexual assault and domestic abuse.
Wow.
And in addition to that, I'm also the creator of SuperCrownz, which is basically a shower cap that's large enough to fit over braids, afros, things like that.
Interesting. So you left all that degree that you did. Become what was so bad about that? What was so wrong about what you used to do?
I know. Funny thing, I actually love academia. I have no problem being a scholar. I'm actually working on a doctorate right now in business management, with an emphasis in innovation and entrepreneurship. So I kind of have one foot in academia, one foot in the creative arts, which is kind of how I like things because I can stay aware of everything that's going on. But I love learning, I love school, but I also love creating and giving back using my creativity, so that's just kind of where I am. I'm kind of in between both worlds, getting a little bit of both. But it's fun. It's interesting.
Interesting. I kept talking and then for some reason I don't know. Anyways, interesting. It's how do you find time to get all that done? Like that balance. People can barely walk.
Yeah, I do think it's
Academia,
super, super busy. Like schedules, time management is obviously super important. Just with any, school schedule, specifically a lot of independent study. With the doctoral program, which kind of allows me the time to be a little bit flexible in my creative endeavors. So
creating.
I think it gets interesting at times. It's definitely a challenge sometimes, but it's really it just comes down to time management and how well you can prioritize different things. And I write everything down. I have everything in my house. I even have a chalkboard wall that I turned into like a huge agenda in my house, so I know exactly what needs to be turned in and what deadline I have for a certain gown or for a paper. So it's a lot, but I think it can be done. I'm pretty sure it's been done before. So.
Oh my God, you're just a goat. You're just a beast. What? Oh no, hats off for that. Hats off. How did it start? Because the way I saw your business was through one of my sister that I love so much.
Yeah.
Though she posted something about SuperCrownz, and I was just like, "This is amazing." How did she get there? How did it all start?
So funny. Back in 2016, I actually, growing up in a kind of between two cultures, African American culture and Nigerian culture. I always had my hair in braids growing up, or, just natural hair, whatever. And it's kind of been something that I felt was an issue for a long time. Anytime I would have those hairstyles, I could never fit a traditional size shower cap over my hair.
Yes.
So this is something that I've been thinking about for a while, but it wasn't until 2016 that I thought, I make clothing all day, every day. Why
Yes.
not just sew something that actually works, big enough to fit over my braids or over my afro or whatever?
Okay.
And that was literally how it started. I made one for myself, and I was using it for a few years. And there was actually a rapper, Chameleonaire. He hosted a $10,000 business investment contest in which entrepreneurs pitched a 15-second idea to him, and he decided whether or not to invest $10,000. I didn't win the pitch contest, but he did think that the idea of the shower cap was ingenious. So he reposted it on his page, and he has a huge platform, and it just kind of went from there, and everyone started emailing me about it. So there it was. That was a launch.
There's no stupid ideas.
Right. So
No.
true.
That's the picture. I really love that.
Yeah.
Seriously, sister, think about those ideas you've been sitting on.
Yes, it's normally the simplest idea, the thing that you don't even think twice about, but it really comes down to business. And if you have a solution to a problem, that's it. That's all you need. A solution to a problem.
A solution to a problem.
That's it. That's all you need. And if it takes off from there, and before you know it, now we offer them in 7 colors, and people love them. And that's just what it is. So it's just really funny that the idea that I sat on for like 4 or 5 years turned out to be something that really took off and became a brand of its own. But again, it's just a simple solution to an everyday problem. And I think once people start thinking about it that simple and like those simple terms, everyone I'm sure has a $1 million business idea, but they don't think that it's complex enough. I think we complicate things a lot. And I think if you could just think about those simple solutions to the problems that you have, just even in your home, at work, in your commute, you probably have $1 million idea already here. Just think about it.
Yes. How to get hold of one of those? I mean, they look amazing.
They're huge. They're 3 times the diameter of a traditional shower cap. So whereas a shower cap would normally just maybe cover this part, but if you have a full afro or braids, these are the thing. So again, we offer them in 7 colors now, and they're called SuperCrownz. You can find them on SuperCrownz, and that's crowns with a Z.com, and take your pick.
Interesting. I'm trying to write that down.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can chat it. Okay, SuperCrownz with a Z, and then .com.
That's it, supercrownz.com.
Interesting. SuperCrownz. Oh, no. supercrownz.com.
That's it.
All right. Interesting. So I'm sure you didn't get only encouragement to get here. What kind of, what did you have to fight, or what did you encounter to get here?
I feel like the first thing, just kind of self-doubt or just self-confidence. You just have to kind of build the confidence in yourself first to know that what you're doing or what you're putting out there is worthy of, being received well, right? I think a lot of times, especially as a young fashion designer at the time, because now I've been doing this 14 years, and I think the thing that was most challenging for me was just thinking, are my designs good enough for people to want to buy? But I think one thing you overcome, maybe 5, 6 years into it, maybe sooner for some people, is the fact that whatever you make, somebody somewhere is going to be feeling it. Right? There are different people, different tastes all around the world. That's what makes this world go round. And I think that just knowing whatever you create, someone out there is going to feel it. And even if they don't, just by you creating it, puts you in a different space to create more. And that's beautiful in itself.
Yes. And what are you currently working on? I see
Right
that you're
now, I'm actually working on a couple of weddings. Those things, I don't even think you can see them on camera, but it's an Ankara print wedding. I have a few of the accessories here, actually, just kind of get a sneak peek. So she picked a really beautiful Ankara traditional Nigerian print for a lot of her accessories and some face masks and some bow ties and just a bunch of things. And I actually designed the bridesmaids dresses as well. They're a beautiful lavender color with the
okay.
Ankara print as an accent. So I can't show you those, but
No,
this is like the scheme of her wedding, and it's going to be beautiful. The color combination is amazing. So that's
amazing.
what I've been working on because it's wedding season, and everybody's like trying to get there now. So, and
Oh,
also this in the back. I've been
yes,
working on that for a few months, trying to figure out how am I going to finish it. Well, what else am I going to do to it? But
yeah.
it'll come to me.
The things people do with their time and skills, I'm
Yeah.
amazed. I'm amazed. Again, hat off to you. Hat off to you.
Oh, thank
Hat
you.
off. It makes me again think about what this month is all about. It's all about women claiming their rights and all
Yeah.
that. Do you think there's a need to redefine what the fight should be, or are we there? That's it. Or I don't know. Should we?
Well, I don't know.
Happen?
I think one thing that I've noticed in a lot of the like kind of the movement for women's rights, one thing that I would hope that there is more of is intersectionality.
Yes.
So I say that because we can kind of have a blanketed, cause on the things that we're fighting for women. But I
Yes.
think as a Black woman specifically, I know for sure there are issues that are kind of in the forefront for Black women in particular that are not so much of an issue for other women.
Mhm.
Maternal mortality for one. The fact that I am Black, it makes me 4 times as likely to die in childbirth or after childbirth because of complications than my white peer.
Yes.
That's a problem.
Very big one.
So yeah, so even just issues like that, I think we need to have more, just be more aware of issues that affect women if it's not just the women that are at the forefront of the movement. I think we're doing it, which is amazing, but I also think maybe a little bit more attention to some intersectional issues that are happening with other women, particularly Black women and other women of color, would be amazing to kind of have those in the forefront as well.
Very true. Very important to mention that
Hmm.
intention. Very, very needed. It's very needed. But what would you tell a younger self if you could
Oh
meet?
my goodness, younger self. Um, to not be so hard on yourself.
So hard
I
on
feel like I've always kind of had this tunnel vision, like I knew what I wanted to do. I knew where I was going. And once I kind of have my mind set on something, it has to be that 100% or nothing. And then I think as you get older, you just kind of develop this intrinsic knowledge and this intrinsic beauty of life. And it's just to know that everything is not so black and white. Everything
you.
doesn't have to be 0 or 100, right? And I
Yes.
think now, as I guess, kind of a fully formed adult, I would say for sure to tell my
Yeah.
younger self to like chill out. Like
Chill out.
it'll be okay. Yeah.
You'll be
Like
okay.
you can take it slow because I promise you the goals you've set, if you truly believe that you can do it, you will.
Yes.
But it just takes you kind of giving yourself a little bit of grace that I think that I know for sure myself and probably so many other women do not give themselves at the ready. So I think that would be something. Give yourself grace.
Yes. Give yourself a grace. And that's how we end today's uh,
Yes.
sharing session. I know you have somewhere to be at. I won't hold you any longer. But again, thank you so much for everything you
Thank
shared with us.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And what you're doing is amazing. Just holding space and having this platform for us, amazing. Like I said, as soon as Dolly reached out to me, something in my gut and my spirit just automatically said, yes, do it.
Thank
Don't
you.
even think about it. It just feels good. So here we are. So thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for the
And when
opportunity.
I saw your SuperCrownz as well, I was just like, this is me. This is
I love it. Well, let me know. I can send you in the team some.
her anytime. And that's how, that's the last question I had. How to support you. Someone would like to support you and, you know,
Yeah.
financially.
Um,
partner.
Definitely check out SuperCrownz.com if you are interested in a shower cap. Also, I'm a designer, so check out my website. It's ngozikaokiki.com. Also, one thing I don't think I mentioned was I started making Ankara print masks that did really well last year. For each one that we sell, we donate another one to a healthcare facility in need. I have over 40 African prints available of the masks, and you can check those out on the website ngozikaokiki.com. And yeah, just shop away. Send me a little note on there. Say hey if you want to. I'll respond. But yeah, that's it.
All right, then. Thank you so much. And then until we
Absolutely.
meet next time, if you have another super great idea, please come along. It's home for you. Feel
I
free to.
definitely will.
All right, all right. And that was my sister Ngozika. I'll come back to you again with an amazing designer. She'll present herself. Until we meet again shortly. Bye bye.